What do you do when the internet hates you? This week in crisis management, we are talking Frida Baby, a brand that has found itself as collateral damage of the moment we are living in. Now, as someone deep in the world of marketing and branding, and as someone who has worked with Frida in the past, here's my perspective on the situation, and why I think this is a internet outrage moment that I don't believe they need to apologize for. First, Frida is a decade-old brand that makes products for new parents. And when they launched, they took a different approach from existing brands in the category. They used humor through copy, illustrations, campaigns, to introduce levity to what was otherwise a fairly scary situation. And in that category was a kind of stark contrast to what was typically portrayed, these kind of idealized visions of parenting. So they would have billboards that looked like this, had packaging and copy that looked like this, and this kind of millennial coded punny language that was speaking to parents, basically just made things like sucking the snot out of your kid's nose a less scary or alarming experience. And for basically a decade, all of that marketing was either awarded or generally just went unnoticed. But now Frida is in the crosshairs because what has changed overnight is the context. More importantly, the cultural context. With everything that has come out over the past few weeks, we are experiencing this zeitgeist moment of mass moral outrage. Rightfully so, to be clear. And so now all of Frida's messaging and marketing is being viewed through this culturally dominant narrative that everything now is about sexualizing kids. Which brings us to now. In the past week, posts have gone viral across every single social channel, with people analyzing all of Frida's marketing and messaging. Lines like "tap that gas" for that gas relief product, or "I'm a power sucker" for their powered nose-sucking device, is now just being interpreted through this very dark lens, which doesn't fully make sense given that these products have been in market for 5 to 10 years, and it's a brand oriented around helping parents. And the internet, which of course rewards outrage, has many parents calling for the boycott of Frida. So what does Frida do? What does a brand do when the cultural context changes? The first question is an assessment of how serious is the damage. Yes, there are a bunch of viral posts, but we can kind of see that interest spiked very briefly and has tapered off. Is it just a mob moment? Are our retailers concerned? Is it just performative? This is an analysis to do through social listening. And yes, while the company will have to take a look at how they talk about things or how things are interpreted in a cultural moment, I find this to be a kind of fraction of the Sydney Sweeney style moment. A handful of voices make it feel like an enormous threat. Most people are not going to care or pay attention. Most customers of the product probably haven't seen it. But I think the worst thing they can do is apologize and legitimize the connection that people are trying to draw.